With more triple-digit days ahead of us, it can be difficult to stay on track with an outdoor workout routine. Joining us to give us some tips on how to stay safe as you work up a sweat, we've got Patrick Cunningham here, who is a trainer at Lifetime at the Rim. And we want to know how people can stay hydrated while they're out there. It's hot.
Oh, so hot.
We want to try and be fit, right? But we want to do it safely. So what are some things that you recommend?
Well, let's start simple. You know, if you can in the morning before 7 a.m. when it's the coolest outside, that is the best thing you can do. Whether it's walking, running, doing any kind of HIIT style training, keep it simple. If you can't do it then, and unless you're a morning worker and don't get off in the middle of the day, do it in the evening. We just got done talking about how it's the hottest time of the year.
Yes.
We're setting records in Texas. That's
it's hot.
It's hot. So hot. And so it's one of those things, don't overthink it. If you're gonna go outside early, middle of the day or evening, keep it simple. Bring a 32-ounce bottle with you. If you just sip on that for an hour, 2 hours, you're staying safe on that. And what you wear matters as well.
Right.
This sweat repellent, like for example, this 10,000 brand that I'm wearing, it doesn't keep me hot and hold the sweat. It repels it. It keeps me light, dry, that kind of thing. Keep it simple. Those are the tips and tricks that are just so easy to follow, whether you're an expert like you or a beginner like myself.
I think you maybe reverse that just a little bit there, Patrick.
I know what you're talking about.
But you know what? I think it's such good advice. It's those little simple things that sometimes we forget to remember, which is staying hydrated, starting early, fitting it around our routine. And you know, a lot of people during the summer months want to be more active outside. Maybe don't have time to be able to plan those activities early or late. So what are some tips you'd recommend if they are working out during the middle of the day?
Absolutely. So can I use an example? I have a client that I've been blessed to work with. Her name's Kenyatta. She gets off at 2 p.m. in the day. I can't tell Kenyatta, don't go outside, don't enjoy your life. So instead, what we do is we prepare ahead of time. Can we do a pool workout? Can we then go do an outside activity that's gonna do 30 to 45 minutes of moderate activity before coming inside, maybe get in the pool to finish the last 5-10 minutes before we do our dynamic stretching. But that's the biggest thing is if I'm gonna go outside, I'm gonna bring my electrolytes, I'm gonna bring my water, I'm going to maybe have the sun protection of SPF 30 or higher. Because I don't know which one to ever buy, so I just look for 30 if we're being honest with you.
Okay, 30 or higher, that's a good standard to put in place.
Yes, ma'am. And whether people are working out, whether at one of our beautiful lakes or parks, it's so easy for us to put on a hat, to put on sunscreen, and be much more protected just by doing that. It's not complicated. It's not. It's just making sure that if we have a plan in place to utilize the resources that we have, like shade, for example. 5 minutes in shade can drop the body temperature down enough to keep any kind of heat exposure or heat risk moderate to low at that.
So simplify.
Absolutely.
I think at the basis of this, what we're talking about is simplify your workout routine, try to do it safely. And you mentioned a lot of really good components there. For someone who's starting their workout journey right now, maybe they're saying, hey, summertime is when I want to boost up my health habits. What would you recommend for them in terms of exercise, things that are friendly for a beginner?
Yeah, see, I love working with beginners because those are the people that they want to change their family tree because they want to stop what America is kind of facing right now, which is a health crisis.
Exactly.
So if you eat, say my fist, if you have a plate and my fist is what your protein is, you sprinkle on some colors around the plate, some broccoli, some cauliflower, some carrots. That's green, white, orange that you have on your plate as long as some ample amount of protein. You start drinking, whether it's a gallon, around a gallon, doesn't matter. But if you start worrying about those kind of things that are controllable, that is the kind of stuff that empowers you to then be the example in your family to move on.
Those little modifications can be life-changing. Thank you so much, Patrick. So, you know, today might be a good day to get out and do some activities. And Teresa, it's going to